Wagwan gents, big up your damn selves. Welcome back to the other side of the pond football channel. This is your Chelsea daily news, football related news too. Let's get into it. We got quite a few things to get into today, as we always do. A lot of news that's been happening. So I'm gonna unpack things for you step by step by step. Of course, we have to begin with the two new signings. Well, I broke the news about Jamie Bino-Gittins and the breakdown of his contract and his terms. We were knowing that this is going to happen, guys. We were very much aware that the signing was going to happen, and it looks like it's been confirmed. It's done. It's sealed. Jamie Bino-Gittins is our new left winger. I did leave comments on how I feel about this in the previous video. I'm gonna briefly touch back about it. If you not see the previous video, I would urge you to go back to the previous video and you'll get a full breakdown of my views and feelings. And most importantly, I would like you guys to get more interactive and leave your views and your thoughts down in the comment section, because honestly, that's what this is about, guys. It's about me reviewing the news and breaking it down on how it is, and then most importantly, me hearing your thoughts and how you guys feel, and that's how we create this community and keep things going. So, Jamie Bino-Gittins, guys, as I said to you before, he's a good player, all right? He's a decent player. He's had 100 games for Dortmund, which is pretty good for a 20-year-old. Dortmund tend to allow these players, young players, to thrive and play at a young age. We saw this from Ousmane Dembele, from Jude Bellingham. Dortmund allows these young players to come into the team and thrive and flourish, basically. So Bino-Gittins, as I said, 100 games for Dortmund. I think he looks a bit robotic, if you're asking me honestly. He doesn't look like a person who's going to be able to be a maverick outside of the system, and that scares me, guys. That sort of scares me because there's too many players of that ilk in our team. Nani Madueke, I hate to say it, but Cole Palmer as well, and there's too many players that are comfortable in dwelling in the system and just comfortable with just being okay in the system. And of late, I've seen Pedro Neto sort of shift out of that, and we've seen goals from him, haven't we? We've seen a bunch of goals from him in the Club World Cup. It's because he's realized he's been playing in this system the whole season, and he understands that the system needs a bit of creativity, needs a bit of initiative from the player. So if you're just going to be okay with doing the normal passing patterns and having the normal receiving the ball in the normal areas that you've been coached in the system, you won't thrive as a player in the system. You just won't. Cole Palmer's real. We've been seeing that from Cole Palmer, and we'll furthermore see it from other players. So it sort of scares me when I get a player like Bino-Gittins who looks like a system player, because we saw this from Jadon Sancho the whole season last year, guys. What was Jadon Sancho doing, right? Receiving the ball, act like he's going to take on a man, act like he's going to take on a man, turn and make a pass. The whole season, Jadon did this. The whole season. That's why I'm not upset. Some people are upset that Jadon's gone. I'm not upset. It's fine. He had some beautiful moments that he can score beautiful goals and pivotal moments, you know, but you're supposed to have those pivotal moments. You're a professional footballer. So in the other essence of not running, not tracking back, and then this robotic play, I'm not okay with that. So Jadon can go. And that's my biggest fear on Bino-Gittins. But we're gonna see. I have a co-host on this channel, and he made some pretty outrageous statements about Jamie Bino-Gittins that you guys will be previewed to in the next coming weeks, or the next coming days. Actually, we'll be launching the podcast, Don't Call It Soccer podcast. Great things are coming to this channel, guys. So please stay tuned. Please join us on this journey. It's gonna be a great one. It's gonna be a great one. Okay, next bit of news that I want to get into. I'm not going to put it up for you guys because this news is these ads are riddled in ads, and YouTube is going to find me in trouble for all these ads. They've already sent me a bit of notifications for the screen grabs I've been using in my videos. So I'm not going to put this one up for you, but I will put the next one up for you. Joao Pedro, we've confirmed our deal with Joao Pedro. It's looking pretty good for us. Personally, I don't know how to feel about this. It's another player from Brighton. We've taken a bunch of players from Brighton. They start shaky and then they end up good. Cucurella, Caicedo. I also feel like Joao Pedro, what is he? Is he an attacking midfielder? Is he a striker, false nine? Is he a winger? I feel like he's been bought as this utility player that's just going to play wherever needed or wherever necessary. Because let's be honest, if he's bought in to be a striker, what he was at Brighton, it's done for Jackson. We can't have three strikers. We can't have three top strikers fighting for one position. You know, we have Liam Delap, we have Nicholas Jackson, we have Mark Yu. Mark Yu looks like he's going on loan, and now we have Joao Pedro. So those are four players who all want to play in the striker position. Mark Yu going on loan, so three. I don't know. Times are looking pretty rough for Nicholas Jackson. I think the way he's been, his dip in form, because he hasn't been scoring goals, and then he's been petulant. You know, he's been getting all of these red cards. I really think the hierarchy might start looking at cashing in on Nicholas Jackson, and we could get a pretty penny for Nico because he's not a terrible player. He just doesn't score goals, but he's not a bad player, not by any shape or form. And I'd be gutted to lose him, honestly. I'd be a little bit gutted to lose him. Maybe not so much in terms of how he's been in the last 4 to 5 months with his performances, and I say to you with his attitude, but for the team, for the core of the team, how he plays, I'd be a bit hurt to lose him because he was seeing, he saw Cole Palmer through Cole Palmer's most lucrative goal period. You know, his main supplier of those goals was Nicholas Jackson. That's just something to think about. I don't know, you guys can leave it there. I don't know how you guys feel about Nico, but I think the signing of Joao Pedro has basically sealed the door on Nicholas Jackson, and yeah, that's about it. So I am gonna put this news up for you guys. This I am gonna put up because there's no ads on this. I'm just gonna share the screen with you guys real fast. Yeah, the channel's getting slick now, guys. We're sharing screens and we're doing great things there. Sharing screens and all that. So we have news. We have news here from CFC PYS. Yesterday evening, my good friend TYT is on the way. Is on one who actually dropped Joao Pedro off at the airport. So looks like Joao Pedro is actually at the airport flying to America right now. I don't know if he can play in the Club World Cup because I know in each round you can re-register new players. So I think he might be able to play in the Club World Cup if he can. It would be nice because we can use him. I don't know though. He hasn't gelled up with his teammates. I don't see it happening. I know Bino Gittins cannot play for us in the Club World Cup because he's already played for Dortmund in the Club World Cup. So he's cup tied. So that's not happening. So we're gonna get Jamie Bino Gittins coming back from the beginning of next season. So we also have another update here 2 hours ago from CFC POIS. Dortmund documents will be completed for Joao Pedro and Gittins tomorrow, and more signings will follow. You heard it, guys. You heard it straight from CFC POIS, and this is a very reputable reporter and source, and I believe this. I tend to believe this because we heard Enzo Maresca, even after all the briefs Chelsea had released saying that, oh no, we're happy with the goalkeeping selection that we had. The coach spoke. The coach is like, I need a goalkeeper, I need a centre back. You know? The coach spoke. The coach doesn't trust that fucker. Nobody trusts that stupid fucker, Robert Sanchez. Nobody does. Nobody does. Bro, I don't think his mom trusts him, bro. No one trusts Robert Sanchez, dude. He couldn't catch anything. That man couldn't catch a fucking cold. You know? So, no, dude. Robert Sanchez gotta go. So, if you ask me from this news saying more signings will follow, because I did tell you guys that this would be a busy transfer window. I know one of the content creators that I watch, and I'm sure you guys watch too, Eunice Talks Football. Shout out to you if you're watching this. Like and subscribe, motherfucker. So all I want to say is that I did break this news, and Eunice broke the adjacent news saying that he didn't think this transfer window would be pretty busy. And I was like, no, I even posted that. I said, I think this transfer window is going to be busy. I think there's going to be a lot of ins. There's going to be a lot of outs, especially for Chelsea. We've seen a lot for Liverpool. I'm going to break some crazy news for you guys close to the end. We can laugh about that. But We've seen this from Liverpool, and we're going to see it from Chelsea. So now when CFC POS is breaking this news, letting us know that more signings are coming, and we know that the coach has already specified that he doesn't trust certain players in certain positions, I'm looking at a new centre-back coming in, a new goalkeeper coming in, and a new left-back coming in, because, guys, we've cooked Marc Cucurella. Absolutely deep-fried him. You see this boy, he can't even walk after the pitch. He's played every single game, every single minute of every single game. He's the only left back we have. You know? So I don't know how long we can sustain burning out Cucurella at this level, because this man has been elite the past 8 months, 9 months. Cucurella has without a doubt been the best left back in the Premier League, and I cannot say the best left back in Europe, because I'm a believer in Nuno Mendes, like of PSG. Yeah, the kid's the truth. So yeah, yeah, Cucurella will never be able to play the left back position at that level. I don't think many people can. But anyway, other than Nuno Mendes, Cucurella has been the best. Cucurella has been the best left back in Europe. So I think he needs backup. I think he needs a little bit of help, because right now we're burning him out. He's going into European competitions with Spain. He's going into Champions Leagues with Chelsea. He's going into Club World Cups with Chelsea. So many games for this player is going to be a problem. So I think, as I said, left back, center back, and goalkeeper. I've been hearing news. I'm going to break it to you guys. I'm not confirming this. I'm not denying or confirming it. But I've been hearing news that there is a chance that we go back in for Mike Maignan. If there is a chance for us to go back for the filet mignon of goalkeepers, we better do it, guys. Chelsea better do it. Chelsea better not blow this thing over $3 million again. Chelsea better do it. We just spent over 50 million plus on Joao Pedro, which is insanity, right? So you have the money, Chelsea. You have the money. Right? We just won this game. We qualified into the quarterfinals. We got a cool $7.5 million for that. Yo, use that money on Mike Maignan. When we win the quarterfinal, we're going to get another $16.5 million. Use that money on Mike Maignan. Listen to me. Centre-back options, we've been hearing noises about Mark Guehi. We've been hearing noises about Branthwaite. We've been hearing noises about, most recently, Antonio Silva. Antonio Silva, in my opinion, was the best player on that pitch when we played against him. He was the best defender on that pitch, should I say. Fantastic. This player is fantastic. You know, he's a FIFA manager's dream. You know, I buy him all the time on my FIFA profile. Antonio Silva is 21 years old, has played 150 games for Benfica, has played 16 games for Portugal, and won a trophy. You know, Ronaldo says this kid's a rock. This kid is like, what, 6'4", fast, powerful. Get me Antonio Silva. I don't want nobody else. I don't want Branthwaite. I don't want Mark Guehi. First of all, Mark Guehi is like, what, 5'11"? He's a great player, but he's 5'11". I don't need a 5'11" defender. What am I going to do with a 5'11" defender when already Chelsea have a big problem with defending corners, with defending balls coming into the box? So this is not the guy that we need to keep us going, to defend us, so we can at least hold face in the Champions League. I know we're not going to win that thing. I know we're not going to win the Premier League. I'm not naive. I know this Chelsea is different. This is a different Chelsea. But I don't want to get embarrassed. I don't want to walk into this thing and get embarrassed. Don't embarrass me, Chelsea. Don't do that. I'm asking you guys to don't embarrass me. Allow me to go to a bar and go to where I want to go and sit down and watch you play and not be embarrassed. Please, get me good players. Get me players that can move the needle. Players that can affect this team. Players that can get us challenging in the Champions League. Players that would, if we play against Real Madrid, we don't get wiped the floor with Vinicius Jr. You know? Give me somebody who can bully Vinicius Jr. You know, because that's the thing sometimes, that you don't have to be a great player to beat these teams. You just have to get great players out of their mindsets. Get them ticking in a different way, and you can win that game. That's what the Champions League is about. You know? So, and that's what, for me, that feels like Chelsea. That feels proper Chelsea. That's always been Chelsea. Is that we rile up the opposition and then we win the game. That's always been Chelsea. That's our DNA. We don't play beautiful football. We don't care about beautiful football. We care about riling you up, getting into your head, making your game as difficult as possible, and then steamrolling you. That's how we operate. That's how we've always operated. So those are our options. I forgot about the last option, left back, Joao Hato. So we've been speaking about Joao Hato, 19-year-old left back from Ajax. Really good player, really solid player. I haven't seen much of him, so I will tell you guys, I'm honest with you guys. If I've seen a player, I'll tell you, okay, I've seen this player's great. If I haven't seen much of a player, I'll tell you, okay, I haven't seen much of this player. I don't know what to expect from him. I don't know what to expect from Joao Hato. The game I did see that he played against Feyenoord, I think it was, he looked pretty decent. He's a Dutch player. So most Dutch players are very technically good. They understand the technical side of the game very well. So, hey man, I think I just want to get Marco Correa some help. That's all. I want Marco Correa to be able to be subbed off at the 60 if he's having a shaky game or if he's tired. And I want him to not play Carabao Cup games, not play certain games where Joao Hato or whoever else left back can come in. Aren't we now regretting the sale of Lewis Hall? Look at Lewis Hall. Lewis Hall has become this great player for Newcastle. He's from our youth system. I think we as Chelsea, the Chelsea youth setup, and us as Chelsea fans need to speak up more about protecting our youth players like Josh Achiampong, like Tyreek George. We can't lose these players because over the past 20 years, we've lost great players to great clubs and who have gone on to do great things without us, outside of Chelsea. And I want to end off with that. You see this sign right behind me. You see that player, number 15, Kevin De Bruyne. We made him. He comes from our youth setup. So we can't lose players like Kevin De Bruyne. Speaking on Kevin De Bruyne has just signed a contract for who? Napoli. Kevin De Bruyne has just signed for Napoli, the champions of Italy, right? Kevin De Bruyne says, I'm not done. KDB looked them in the eyes and said, fuckers, I'm not done. I'm going to cook for one more season. Yes, I am. And I believe he can, guys. This is fucking KDB. He's been injury ridden. I get it. The Premier League is a very physical league. Maybe he needed to leave that league. But I'm telling you right now, if Napoli face Man City in the Champions League, how spicy that game will be. Because KDB feels scorned. That's what Pep Guardiola does. He has players, the greatest players of all time. But because he's seen so many great players, he knows when great players have reached their sell-by date, and he chucks them out the club. He's very ruthless about that. And I think that's how we stayed at the highest level. But I think with this one, he's chucked the wrong guy, bro. I don't ever think he's chucked a player as good as Kevin De Bruyne. I mean, he's chucked some great players, man, in the past. Ronaldinho's and Yaya Torres. Like, Pep Guardiola has walked in and been a ruthless asshole, and that's why he's been probably the greatest manager, one of the greatest managers of all time. But I think he might come to regret this one. We'll wait and see, guys. Let's stay tuned for this one. Anyway, guys, if you made it this far in the video, obviously you're a fan, or obviously you like the content. So please like and subscribe if you want to. It will help me out. As I said to you guys, we're going to be launching the Don't Call It Soccer podcast in the next coming days. Stay tuned for that. It's going to be quite a long, intense show. We're going to have some great points inside of it. We're going to have some great things happening. And yeah, stay tuned, guys. Thanks for coming. Peace out. Money ting.